What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 EIDL grant stimulus update for New Year's Eve 2020. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up. Hashtag EIDL with your comments below. Share this video all over social media. And if you'd like to be a part of our $10,000 cash prize giveaway coming up real soon, I ask you please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got breaking news. Jason, make sure your camera's straight. You guys can see me, right? I got breaking news coming out of the SBA as of last night with respect to your EIDL loan. And how is that going to affect your reconsideration process? I have what I think is a very funny story. It's a perfect example. And it has to do with, do I have to reapply? And if I already got $1,000, am I going to get the other $9,000? I hope you guys get a laugh out of it because I've been chuckling all morning. Can't wait to tell you about it. And then I'm going to finish today's video with an example out of the state of Nevada and Jackie Rosen and Texas, John Cornyn. Those two co-sponsored the EIDL for Small Business Act known as S4227. It's been in the Senate since July. They know as much or more about you getting $10,000 or the balance thereof. So as of today, I hope we put an end to the nonsense about $1,000 per employee or that you got to live in a low-income community or you're screwed, because guess what? You're not. You're still getting $10,000 or the balance thereof. So today, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I don't do this to attract sponsors, but you see that? That's Yogi. Echinacea Immune Support. I'm out of heavy cream. I put cream, raw honey from right down the street in Chevalier coffee, a Swedish Colombian blend. I love this stuff. Well, I'm out of cream and I can't stand black coffee. So we have some honey with Yogi. I'm addicted. I've got like 6 or 7 of their brands. So if you're looking for immune support, right there you go. It's delicious. Oh, don't get me started. But anyway, I do this stuff to let you guys, it's kind of a peek into my life, a window into my soul, because we're family, right? We're getting to know each other. We're going to make money. I'm going to give a shitload of it away. And then we're going to launch a brand new business in January where yours truly is going to help promote your company. And we're all going to make a fortune. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. We're going to do this for the next 20 or 30 years. So cheers. Here we go. Oh, that's so good. All right. Last night, the SBA announced that the EIDL loan program has been extended, as we stated it was in the law that's now passed, until December the 31st, 2021. So you have the grant, which gets you $10,000 or the balance thereof, regardless of where you live. And now you have 12 months of EIDL loan program. Let me remind everybody that as of this morning, because I checked again, there is approximately $130 billion of unspent EIDL money still sitting there. So even though Ms. Carranza came out and said a little over 3.6 million people have got $197 billion, they must have gotten that quote from her weeks ago, because it's now closer to $220 billion. So let's review. In the June 10th Senate hearing, do you remember when Big Ben Cardin, a Democrat of Maryland, was grilling Miss Jovita Carranza over rationing the grant at $1,000 per employee? She had no right to do that. It's a total violation of the law. Even the Government Accountability Office told her that 3 months ago. Well, she sidestepped. And that's the moment that lit my ass on fire. I said, this woman is lying. She's putting the screws to the small business owners in this country. And that's why I've done 140 videos over the last 10 months. And the good news is, you're getting $10,000 with a balance thereof, regardless if you live in low income or not. And I'm going to prove that once again today. And by the way, pinned in the top comment are those 5 assets again. Make sure you read the 5 assets, the webinars, the Facebook Lives, the articles. There should be no doubt, especially after today's example, that you're getting your money. So what does this mean? It means that if you're in reconsideration, now that they've extended the loan program through the end of next year, relax. There's plenty of time. We thought the cutoff was going to be today, but as per the bill, which has now become law, there's another year of both the grant and the loan. I also think this helps us with respect to loan forgiveness. We've got a whole year, or at least until payments start becoming due in March, April, to get Congress, along with guys like Big Ben Cardin, who want to wipe out the loan so that you never pay back the SBA a dime. It also means that in this next round of stimulus that's coming in January, February, there's an excellent chance to get what Karen Mills said, again, that's pinned in the top comment, former head of the SBA, wants you to get another 6 months of working capital. That was the original intent of the CARES Act. So if you got 50 grand, I strongly believe with all my heart and soul that you're going to get a chance at another $50,000 or 12 months in total of working capital. And again, watch the Facebook Live where she clearly lays out it was a mistake for Ms. Carranza to ration the grant at $1,000 per employee. We all knew that. And she wants you to get, she's working with many congressmen and women to get it done, another 6 months of working capital. Why? The pandemic's gone on for almost a year. We thought it was going to be done and gone by the summer. It's not. It's now 12 months of working capital, so get ready. This extension helps us with loan forgiveness. It helps you get plenty of time with respect to reconsideration. And I strongly believe, as Ms. Karen Mills, former head of the SBA, does, that you're going to get another loan. It'll be a sign and drive. Good news, next round of stimulus, whatever they call the bill. If you want double what we already gave you, or if they gave you $50,000, you'll get another $50,000. And by the way, I think the loan caps are going back to $2 million where they belong in this next round of stimulus under the new administration. All right, this is a funny story, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is anyway. I was taking a shower about an hour ago, and I got to tell you, I'm a little burned out with the comments. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're going to hit 50,000 subscribers in the next week or so. I spend an enormous amount of time answering 80% of the comments in every video. We average about 1,200 comments pound for pound. This is one of the most engaging channels in all of YouTube. But 20% of the comments below, and it'll be there again today, even though I'm about to address it, they're asking the same fucking questions over and over. Do I have to reapply? So are you saying if I got $1,000, I'm going to get the other 9,000? All right. Do you have to reapply? We don't know yet. We're going to know the rules within a week to 10 days tops. So stay tuned to this channel. And if you got $1,000, are you going to get the other 9,000? Yes. Read the damn law that's pinned in the top comment. It clearly says you shall get 10 grand or the balance thereof. It's in there in black and white. But I never had kids. I was engaged once. We'll talk a lot about this later. I never had kids. I was engaged in 2007. I was managing money on Wall Street, living in South Florida. When I had to start cutting back and stop living La Vida Loca, well, shit hit the fan and our relationship fell apart. So I somehow missed the kids' boat, although I'm a very involved uncle to a 19-year-old niece and a 15-year-old nephew. Their father lost his life, long story, a few years ago. So I'm very, very involved, almost like a surrogate dad. But I never had kids. But all of you that have kids will know exactly what I'm talking about. You ever been on a road trip? And you've seen it in movies, right? Dad's driving along. Maybe it's mom, but probably dad. Mom's over there, talking her ear off, playing with her cell phone. And you got a couple of young kids in the back yet. Dad, we there yet? No. Dad, we there yet? No. Hey, Dad, are we there yet? No. For the love of God Almighty himself, we're not there yet. So when I keep seeing, do I have to reapply? No. Do I have to reapply? No. Do I have to reapply? No. Or I don't know. And if I get $1,000, am I going to get the balance of $9,000 thereof? It'll be there in the comments again this time. Yes. I'm telling you guys. And I've snapped on a few of you. I am convinced that the good Lord, I'm paying karmic debt. This is karmic debt. I never had kids, and I was a hellraiser and a womanizer like you wouldn't believe in my 20s and 30s. Now I have no love life whatsoever. I mean, it's ice cold, folks. It is really, really bad. Don't ask me why. I can't figure it out either. But I'm convinced that God is making me pay back for all the shit I did in my 20s and 30s by these people asking me. And look, there'll be dozens of them. So if I got 1,000, will I get the other 9 automatically? I don't know the answer to automatically, but you may have to sign something, send in a bank statement, a tax return, something. But yes, you're getting $10,000 of the balance thereof. And I will know in the next week to 10 days if you have to officially reapply. All right, with that being said, let me give you an example, ladies and gentlemen, of why I'm more convinced than ever. Totally convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that anybody, regardless of whether you live in low income or not, if you're legitimate, small business owner, sole proprietor, independent contractor, gig worker, etc. If you're the real deal, you're getting $10,000. And here's my proof. Again, check out the pinned comments. I'm going to reference some of it right now. Take the state of Nevada, and I've got my notes here. I never read from a script. We don't edit, but this is important shit, so I had to write it down. Jackie Rosen is the Democrat from Nevada. Her office is in Las Vegas. John Cornyn is the Republican from Texas. His office is in Dallas. Those two wrote and co-sponsored the EIDL for Small Business Act, known as S4227, which may appear in the new year, which will give us more grant money. I mentioned the Lifeline grant, which is actually 50 grand, or 6 months of working capital, whichever number is less. That may be coming in the new year. Bottom line, there's a lot more loan money that'll go throughout the entire year, and a lot more grant money to come for those that can show an economic loss, etc. But bear with me here for just a couple of more minutes. Nevada, Jackie Rosen's state. She's been there for 40 years. She used to be a cocktail waitress. I think it was Caesar's Palace on the Strip. She's heavily involved with Nevada, and in particular, Las Vegas. Nevada's median income is $63,276. The formula for low income in this law is you take your state's median income, and then 80% of that or below is low income. So if you live in a state where it's 100 grand in terms of median income, and you can do this with a simple search, and your city or town is 80,000, 79,000, etc., you're low income. More phone calls to the SBA and a couple of lawyers I know. The estimates are no more than 50% are going to be low income for this particular round of funding. So that means half you, according to some of these other channels, you're fucked. Well, guess what? You're not. So follow me here. Nevada, median income. Welcome if you're new. This is a little different around here. Nevada's median income. In fact, we're going to pause for a sip of this tea. I'm parched. That's good. 63,276. 80% of that is 50,620. What is the median income of Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen? 56,354. In other words, to be low income, you have to be at 50,620. 80% of Nevada's statewide median income. Well, Las Vegas is $6,000 above that. So guess what? Anyone who lives in Las Vegas, according to some of these channels, you're screwed. But guess what? You're not. And I'll explain why in a second. Let's go to Texas very quickly. John Cornyn. His office is in Dallas. The statewide Texas median income is $60,629. 80% of that and below would be low income, is $48,503. What is the median income for Dallas, again, where his office is? $52,580. In other words, Dallas, and especially Austin, which is, I think, $78,000 in terms of median income, is not low income. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your arms around this just for a second. And again, look at Steve Chabot's one-pager from the House Committee on Small Business, pinned in the top. It clearly says $20 billion for low income and another $20 billion to get you the balance of $10,000, regardless of where the hell you live. Read it for yourself. So just imagine this, if you're still somewhat skeptical. Can you imagine Jackie Rosen in one of the pinned comments on December 23rd, guaranteed you're getting $10,000 grants? Guaranteed it. Read it for yourself. What if Vegas, which is not low income where her office is, what do you think the small business owners there are going to do if they find out in a week that they're out in terms of this grant? They'll storm the gates. She won't be allowed to show her face in that town again. Same thing with John Cornyn in Dallas. Not low income. Folks, these two know more about $10,000 grants than anybody. There's no way in hell, there is no way in hell that this new law is just for low income. There is simply, and it's in the bill, page, I wrote it down, section 332, page 2190. Look at it for yourself. It's $40 billion. There's $20 billion for low income, and there's another $20 billion to get you the balance thereof. That language is in the law that's now become official. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a very happy and safe New Year's Eve. If you venture outside, please don't drink and drive. And always remember this. Not only are you getting $10,000 or the balance thereof, not only am I going to give away $10,000 of free cash in the next few weeks, and not only are we about to launch a website where you're going to be able to create a profile, advertise your company, and yours truly is going to move heaven and earth to help some of you make 5, 10, 50, 100 times on your money. But I always love you. no matter what happens. And thanks so much for watching.